Okay, very good morning, dear students. I hope all of you are doing well and keeping yourself safe from the coronavirus. In this video lecture, I am going to continue with the topic of network analysis, and I'll be basically teaching you two different methods of analyzing electrical networks, namely the nodal voltage method and the mesh current method. In the nodal voltage method, we use the Kirchhoff's first law, that is the Kirchhoff's current law KCL, and the Ohm's law. But before we learn what is the nodal voltage method, I would like to remind you of the term node. A node is a junction where at least three branches meet. That is, three or more branches meeting at a junction is known as a node. Now, in the nodal voltage method, the voltage at each node is determined using a combination of the Kirchhoff's current law and the Ohm's law. The network that you see on your screen has two voltage sources, V1 and V2, one current source I, and four resistances R1, R2, R3 and R4. We will be using this network, this circuit, to be analyzed using the nodal voltage method. Now, in the nodal voltage method, there are two steps to be taken to analyze an electrical circuit. Step 1, identify the nodes and set the node having maximum connections and is also connected to a voltage source as the common node, or what we call as the ground reference. For example, in the given circuit, there are three nodes, namely A, B and G. Here G is made the ground reference, that is the 0 volt node. And let the potentials at the nodes A, B and G be VA, VB and VG respectively. Now, in the step 2, we apply the KCL, the Kirchhoff's current law, to all the nodes, and in that we have to assume that the node is at the highest potential when determining its KCL equation. So, when we have to determine the KCL equation for node A, we have to keep node A as the highest potential node. So, for node A, the total incoming current will be equal to the total outgoing current. Now, the total incoming current is 0 for node A, and the total outgoing current is VA minus V1 by R1 plus VA minus VB by R3 plus VA minus the ground reference by R2, and let this be equation number 1. Now, similarly, the KCL equation for node B, again taking the total incoming current for node B to be equal to total outgoing current for node B, we get total incoming current to be equal to I, which is equal to the total outgoing current to be VB minus VA by R3 plus VB minus V2 by R4, and let this be equation number 2. Now, we see that equations 1 and 2 are two equations having two unknowns, that is the voltages at, or the potentials at node A and node B. Now, if we solve these two equations simultaneously, we can obtain the values for the potentials at the nodes A and B, that is VA and VB can be determined if we solve these simultaneous equations 1 and 2. We will now do one numerical based on the nodal voltage method. In the given circuit below as shown in your screen, find out the value of current in amperes through the resistance R2. Now the figure that you see on your screen has a voltage source of 60 volts, a current source of 0.04 Vx, three resistances R1, R2 and R3 of values 5 ohm, 3 ohm and 5 ohm respectively, and the potential drop across the resistance R3 is Vx with the polarity as shown in the diagram. So the first step that we need to do is to identify the nodes and set the common node. As you can see, there are two nodes here in this circuit, A and G. So if we consider n to be the number of nodes, we will get n minus 1 number of equations to solve. So in this case, since n is equal to 2, we are going to get only one equation to solve. Now before applying the Kirchhoff's current law to the node A, we need to determine the value of Vx in terms of Va. So by simply applying the voltage division rule, we can get an expression for Vx to be equal to 5 by 8 Va. Let this be equation number 1. And then we apply the second step, and in that we need to apply the Kirchhoff's current law to node A, where again the incoming current has to be equal to the outgoing current at node A. So we get 0.04 times Vx to be equal to Va minus 60 by R1 plus Va minus the ground reference by R2 plus R3. Now if you go step by step in the given solution, you will see that you get Vx to be equal to 25 volts and therefore Va to be equal to 40 volts, and the value of the current through the resistor R2 to be equal to 5 amperes, and this is the solution for your problem. Now we will do the second method to analyze electrical networks, which is known as the mesh current method. The mesh current method uses the Kirchhoff's voltage law and the Ohm's law to analyze the electrical network. So for the given network, for the given circuit, which consists of two voltage sources V1 and V2 and 5 resistors R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5, we have to follow 3 steps to analyze the electrical circuit using the mesh current method. In step 1, we have to identify the meshes, take any direction, preferably the clockwise direction, as the direction for all mesh currents. So you can see that we have taken a clockwise direction for all the 3 mesh currents I1, I2 and I3. Then in second step, we need to assign passive sign conventions for the potential drops across the resistors according to the directions of the mesh currents. So you can see the passive sign conventions for the potential drops being assigned across the resistors. And in step 3, we need to apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law to all the meshes and determine their equations. So we see that we have obtained 3 equations, equations 1, 2 and 3, by applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law to the 3 meshes respectively. And these 3 equations are having 3 unknowns, namely I1, I2 and I3. So these 3 equations can be solved simultaneously to determine the values of the unknowns I1, I2 and I3, that is the 3 currents in the 3 different meshes respectively. Now we will do one numerical to further improve our understanding of the mesh current method. So as you can see in the question, we need to calculate the value of V naught in the circuit as shown in the screen, on the screen. So you can see in the circuit there is one current source of 0.2 amperes. There is one voltage source of value 20 times I, and there are three resistors, two of 40 ohms and one of 100 ohms, and V naught is simply the potential drop across the 100 ohm resistor. Now first of all we need to make a traversal direction and for our mesh. So let us choose the clockwise direction as our traversal direction, and then we apply the Kirchhoff's voltage law in mesh 1. What we get is the equation 20I equal to 0.2 minus I times 40 plus 0.2 minus I times 100 minus I times 40. So if we go on solving it, we get the value of I to be equal to 0.14 amperes. The current flowing through the 100 ohm resistor will be simply 0.2 minus I, which will be 0.06 amperes, and therefore the potential drop across the 100 ohm resistor will be simply 0.06 times 100, which is simply equal to 6 volts. So the answer that we get for the potential dropping across the 100 ohm resistor is simply 6 volts. I hope you have followed this video lecture well. In case you have any query, please let me know through the WhatsApp, through my WhatsApp number. Thank you.